something else that's actually doing well today and has been leading the way in 2023, and that's Injective. A lot of you guys know Injective. A lot of you guys don't. But Injective, as of a few months ago, was the highest growth crypto project. They surged 450% out of nowhere. I don't think they're the top anymore because they slowed down a little bit, but still, Injective came out of nowhere and reached above $1 billion in market cap. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have any explosive growth left. Injective is one of those new L1s that's gaining a lot of popularity, built out of the Cosmos ecosystem, using the Cosmos SDK. So yes, they are out of Cosmos, but they are a full-fledged L1, layer 1 protocol, a base layer for dApps to thrive on. So if you're a chartist, you're looking at that, you're like, that's looking pretty good. It just broke out of this channel. That's a really bullish sign. So why did it break out today? I think it's up like 4 or 5% today. No, I'm sorry. They're up 7% today. 7%. And look at it over the last 90 days, 143% growth. That's pretty explosive, but they were even more explosive. But why did they break out today? Well, because you have a major exchange, OKX, that decided to list them. So that's a major reason. OKX is, according to volume, the second biggest exchange on the planet. They don't have a presence in the US because it's not open to US, citizens, but outside of Binance, the second biggest is OKX. So they are absolutely huge. So they definitely got injected today. Their price got injected today by OKX. But there's so much more that's going on Injective, which is why they have been exploding this year and why they'll continue. First of all, their on-chain transactions is going upwards, 350 million. That's quite a lot and keeps on growing. If you look at the number of staked tokens, is increasing more than 1 million in a matter of days. So yes, a lot of people that hold on Injective, they don't want to let go. They're just staking it for rewards. The more people that stake, the more that gets removed out of circulation. This holds true for all crypto out there. The more that gets staked, the less there is circulating and being traded. So there's that. They also have a burn program. So yes, they burn about 6 million, which isn't all that much if you think about it, but still they have something. As more usage comes in, more gets burned. That's pretty good. They've also made a lot of partnerships. A lot of you guys have been asking about Pyth, and I've been covering it. In fact, just 2 days ago, I had a big segment about Pyth, which is a brand new Oracle. They have a partnership with Pyth. They're going to try to use them as a data retrieval mechanism so that Injective can talk to other chains and get real-time data from a lot of real-world companies, right, utilizing Pyth. So that's an example. They also have this Ninja, which is their first native wallet, which is good. Surprisingly, there are a lot of chains that don't have a native wallet support, so they do have that. Also, we hear a lot about tokenization, okay, of real-world assets. And this includes not just like real estate, physical things. This could also include government bonds or securities. Like, who would want to buy tokenized securities? I mean securities as in US securities, not like security tokens. A lot of people love to buy security tokens, but you also do have a project that's on top of Injective that is doing that, selling tokenized US treasuries. So if you're in the US, that's probably not a big deal. But if you're outside the US and you're not able to buy treasuries, well, this is another avenue. So they're into that as well. I mean, they're just into everything. They have stable coins on top of it. Their founders, both of them are in Forbes 30 under 30 list. That's very impressive that both of the founders are under the age of 30. Interesting. That makes me feel old. And lastly, if you look at the NFT marketplace on Injective, right, not the biggest, of course, trailing far behind, say, Ethereum and Polygon and even Solana, right? But, it's growing. So Injective is a full-fledged L1, a lot of potential still, a lot of explosive growth still. Even though they had so much, they could certainly move up on the CMC chart because they're only at 42. So even at 1.5 billion, that's a long climb upwards towards the top 10. Just want to give you guys a little bit more information about Injective because of today's price bump, and they could certainly see more in the future. I am having a kickoff party in Vegas, December 14th. So if you guys want to come out and meet me and other influencers that are in the IFC, this is the spot to go. And not only that, Crowded Combat is going to be there. Their fighters are going to be there. I'm going to invite others in this space, other influencers, other projects. If you've been to one of my network parties before, it's going to be like that, but even bigger this time around. I have 3 different tickets. If you want to participate, you want to join, please do so. Use the code 25 off. You'll get $25 off. And for people that's been asking for a new NFT, if you go with the VIP program or ticket, you will get airdropped an exclusive I Am George NFT. That will be included. Make sure you check it out if you are interested. This is in Vegas. Remember, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. And you get to check out all the fighters, all the other influencers, myself, and all the major projects will be there. It's going to be a good party, a good time. So check it out. Yeah, Standard Chartered, one of the biggest banks out there in Europe, says Bitcoin is on track to hit 100,000 by the end of 2024, which means we break through our previous high. We end 2024 at 100,000, and then we got the whole year in 2025. And here's someone else, kind of like Michael Saylor on a smaller scale, that's been DCAing since November, just the month of November. They started out basically with 0 in their wallet address, and they've been DCAing basically 150, 200, 570, 1,000, and they've been DCAing. And there's been days where, yeah, they go without DCAing, but basically now they have accumulated 12,000 Bitcoin and total about $457 million worth within a single month. Again, who has this kind of money? Either a billionaire like Elon or a company, a corporation that just decided, hey, we need to load up on Bitcoin. We'll probably never know who it is. But this is happening behind the scenes. So again, I talk about supply and demand. When you have these guys that are buying tens of thousands of Bitcoins out of the blue, there's just not that much to go around for retail investors. And right now, I would argue probably less than 1% of the world holds Bitcoin. But these corporations, these giant entities, whales, they're buying as much as they can behind the scenes. So there's just not that much supply to go around. So that's why as retail investors, we need to be careful. Because once Bitcoin is above $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, there's going to be no retail investors buying Bitcoin anymore. Right now, it's still affordable. Right now, there's still explosive growth left on the table. But when Bitcoin is at $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, that explosive growth is not going to be there. This is still time to DCA and to load up as much as you can before all these big guys take everything away. That's reality. It's just one of those situations. This is a generational buying opportunity. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's it.